Welcome to Half 2-4. Today in our show, Thomas Tuchel breaks his silence at an emergency press conference in Miami, refusing to take the blame for England's elimination and engaging in a bizarre clash with Donald Trump. Jose Mourinho blows up the media space with plans to immediately sell Vinicius Junior to fund the transfer of Michael Olise. We also break down why Mohamed Salah agreed to a move to Beşiktaş but blocked the contract signing in Istanbul. We talk about all this and much more right now. Before the World Cup final in America, a scandal erupted involving Donald Trump and Gianni Infantino. During a speech in New York, Trump confirmed that he personally called the FIFA boss to overturn the suspension of forward Folarin Balogun following a red card against Bosnia. Despite the regulations, FIFA annulled the punishment, sparking anger within UEFA, where it was labeled political interference. The United States president also unexpectedly criticized England national team coach Thomas Tuchel for his cowardly tactics and the deployment of Harry Kane in the semifinal against Argentina.
You have a great player in England, who I played golf with, Harry. I think they perhaps made a mistake when they made Kane a defensive player. They took the lead, they took their best player and put him on defense. We got to be a little bit offensive, right? What do I know about coaching? But that was a little unusual. Harry is a great guy.
This is a truly telling moment because even Trump understands that the English should not have brought on 6 defenders and sat so deep in defense with absolutely no counterplay. But what do we know? Tuchel obviously knows better, yet the result is on the scoreboard, and it is Argentina, not England, who will play in the final. In addition, Trump revealed another massive FIFA secret, claiming the organization is already seriously exploring the possibility of expanding the next World Cup in 2030 to 64 teams. The United States president suggested that Infantino host the tournament in America again, but this time completely without involving Mexico and Canada. At the same time, the organization is preparing a unique innovation for the future masters of the World Cup. FIFA will present the World Cup winners with special rings, similar to those received by the champions of the Super Bowl in American football. The organizers will hand out 30 exclusive jewelry rings to the world champions. Another 1,996 copies will go on open sale for fans, though FIFA has not yet confirmed their exact price. So now the winner of the World Cup will also be a ring bearer. Well, Frodo would definitely appreciate that. And what about Tuchel? While Donald Trump hands out interviews in New York and publicly teaches the English how to play attacking football, the manager of the Three Lions himself broke his silence at an emergency press conference in Miami. We will have to live with this. This is our pain, my pain, and the players' pain. After the initial shock, this defeat becomes more and more painful every single day. If it makes things easier for everyone, if a single person takes the blame, fine. I take the blame on myself. Despite these words, the German flatly refused to admit his mistakes regarding the substitution of Anthony Gordon for defender Ezri Konsa.
I do not regret my decisions. I felt that I had to do something different for the team. I made a choice, trusting my instinct, experience, and competitive spirit to help the boys hold on to the result. Nobody knows what the outcome of any other substitution would have been. I will not look for scapegoats because, for me, there are no culprits in this team.
When journalists asked Tuchel about the words of Donald Trump, who called turning Harry Kane into a defender a mistake, the German replied with clear irony.
Are you seriously using Donald Trump as a witness in this case? That is exactly what you do. If you protect yourself with a low block, you just defend with the whole team. If the opponent pins us back to our own goal and forces us into a deep block, then absolutely everyone works hard in defense.
England will still play a consolation third-place playoff against France. And here Thomas added, nobody wants to be in this game tomorrow. All 4 semifinal teams dreamed of being in New York. But this is an official World Cup match, and for England, it is a chance to secure their best result in 60 years. Write in the comments how you like this response from Thomas Tuchel. A genuine transfer revolution is brewing at Madrid Real. where the new head coach Jose Mourinho is beginning to ruthlessly reshape the team's attacking line. The reputable publication L'Equipe blew up the media space with news that the Merengues are ready to sell their star 26-year-old left-winger Vinicius Junior during this summer window. Although Vini is not worrying too much, following Celesso's exit from the World Cup, he reunited with his former girlfriend, Virginia Fonseca, and was partying on a yacht in Italy along with her children. How about that? Getting back on track, the Madrid bosses plan to use the funds raised from the sale of the Brazilian to fully finance the transfer of Bayern's right winger Michael Olise. As reported by insider Fabrizio Romano, Real is maintaining absolute calm and silence in this situation, waiting for a concrete call from the German club or the player himself, and in case of a green light, the Madrid side is ready to act instantly. However, the German press bureau Sky Sport has already announced a serious blow to these plans, as Olise has reportedly informed the Bayern hierarchy of his desire to stay in Munich, which has somewhat cooled the speculation around Santiago Bernabéu. All these squad maneuvers are connected to Jose's radical vision regarding the utilization of Kylian Mbappe. According to AS, the Special One absolutely does not see Mbappe playing as a classic number 9, meaning a central striker. Since Mourinho also considers young Endrick strictly a wide forward or a second striker, the Portuguese manager personally blocked the transfer of the 19-year-old academy graduate Gonçalo Garcia. Jose is convinced that Garcia is the only purebred and traditional striker at his disposal, who is needed by the team for tactical flexibility. Kylian Mbappe himself is currently experiencing a heavy psychological crisis after the France national team sensationally crashed out without a chance in the World Cup semifinal against Spain. The defender of the tricolores, Ibrahima Konaté, spoke candidly to journalists about his captain's true priorities. It would be nice if Mbappe became the top scorer of the World Cup. But knowing him and being around him every day, I can assure you that he would rather score 0 goals but win this World Cup. Here, the situation with dictator Mbappe is strange indeed. He became the top scorer in La Liga and the Champions League without winning those tournaments. And now he could become the top scorer of the World Cup, but again, without a trophy. The dictatorship needs to be strengthened, as his teammates are clearly slacking off. Or maybe the problem lies elsewhere. Turkish Beşiktaş is preparing another high-profile transfer bomb on the European market and has already reached an agreement in principle regarding financial terms with the 34-year-old Egyptian forward Mohamed Salah. For the sake of a move to Istanbul, Salah rejected absolutely insane offers from Saudi Arabia. The Sheikhs offered the forward cosmic multi-million-dollar contracts with a record salary in the world, but Mohamed decided to remain in the European football space, choosing the passionate Turkish stands and the ambitious project of Beşiktaş. As reported by reputable insider Sabuncuoglu, the parties have fully settled the numbers. During the first meeting, Salah demanded an annual salary of 15 million euros, but later lowered his demands and agreed to a package of 12 million euros per year. The main part of the personal terms completely satisfies the Egyptian, but on the home stretch, negotiations temporarily ground to a halt. Mohamed Salah's lawyer left Istanbul without a signed contract due to a very specific demand. Since Turkish clubs have a historic reputation for delayed wage payments, the players' camp issued an ultimatum. The contract will only be signed after Beşiktaş provides confirmation from a major European or Turkish bank, which will act as a financial guarantor for the payment of all 12 million euros per season. Right now, the deal is on pause, but the process continues. The management of Beşiktaş is urgently dealing with the bank documentation, as finding such liquidity under bank guarantees is a difficult and time-consuming task for the Turkish market. In parallel, discussions continue regarding a contract duration under a 1+1 scheme and the distribution of image rights. The transfer is alive. Salah wants to make the move, but until the Istanbul side provides these financial documents, there will be no announcement. Write in the comments how you rate Mohamed Salah's decision to reject the billions of Saudi Arabia in favor of Turkish Beşiktaş. The main intrigue in world football, which will be settled in just a matter of hours, keeps millions of fans on the edge of their seats. On Sunday, a grand World Cup final will take place at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where the national teams of Argentina and Spain will lock horns. Along with this, a heated discussion has ignited in the media space as to whether Lionel Messi will receive his 9th Ballon d'Or in case of a victory over the Spaniards. The 39-year-old captain of the Argentines is having an absolutely phenomenal World Cup, demonstrating crazy productivity. Messi has already managed to score 8 goals and provide 4 assists at this tournament, single-handedly dragging his team to yet another title. His incredible statistics and leadership qualities, including 2 assists in the dramatic semifinal against England, have once again proven his unique class. Many experts are convinced that in case of defending the title of champions of the planet with such fantastic metrics, the football world simply will not be able to ignore this historic performance, and Leo will claim yet another Ballon d'Or in his career, despite fierce competition from younger stars of European football. Write in the comments your opinion on whether Lionel Messi deserves a 9th Ballon d'Or with such statistics in case of a triumph over Spain, or if this award for the results of 2026 should go to someone else.